Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Mahomes going to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
To the air, Williams. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Throwing is Williams. On the move to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 66 yards. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Williams. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Williams eluding the pressure right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, it's Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Attack, attack. Here we go. Attack. Go.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will step out of bounds all the way up at the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To the air, Williams. Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. That is caught. And some room to work. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey!
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 70 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Motion man right is Rice. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce.